What was it about this field that attracted you to get into it?
I was a metal machinist and accidentally fell into this field. I have been in technical ceramics for more than 36 years. It has been my career. I started on the floor and moved all the way up to technical manager.
What have you learned on the job that school never prepared you for?
I never attended school. I was mentored on the job. I learned from so many years how to use all the machines and the different aspects of the business.
What is the most challenging part you have produced so far?
I can't really talk about a single part, but large parts are really hard. The semiconductor industry moved from 100 millimeter discs to 200 millimeter discs recently, and those are hard to make. Complex parts and parts with small holes are very difficult because the material is so brittle. Anything with fine features is hard.
What are the biggest technical challenge you see for the future?
The parts are getting more complex all the time. We are probably going to need a 5-axis CNC machine pretty soon. That is the next step for us, definitely. You know, when you make something out of metal, all the bits are readily available, but with ceramics, everything has to be made with diamonds. We have to make very small cuts and holes, and diamond bits that can do that are very rare and hard to find.
What are some of the most common mistakes you see rookie engineers make?
Not understanding the ceramic material and how to handle it and how to machine it. It is so hard and it is easy to break things, bits and the parts.
What industry is your biggest customer and why?
The semiconductor industry is the biggest customer. About 95% of what we do is for the semiconductor industry. Parts are used in making the silicone wafers and chips. The ceramics have to be so pure, like over 99.7%.
How long does it take to produce a typical part?
From 2 to 200 hours, depending on the configuration and features of the part. After about 8 hours, we have to change the bit out because it gets dull. It all depends on how complex or machined the part has to be.
Will automation in manufacturing become a challenge for your company in the future?
Automation in CNC manufacturing is a bit of a concern for us, but a lot of what we do is already automated, but someone has to watch the machines.
What material is the most difficult to work with or requires the most care?
Silicon nitride and boron carbide especially. Boron carbide is the hardest material we use here. We do a lot of silicon nitride for semiconductors too.
How has ceramics manufacturing changed since you started?
More advanced parts have come around more and more. You see it a lot now with very complex parts now, and bigger ones too.